Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. As I'm sure you can tell from the title of the video, my Unearthly order is here. I purchased one of the new 9-pan eyeshadow palettes that they came out with. There was 2 different colorways and one of the new tones for the Menacing Metals lipsticks. This order was placed before I went on my no buy / low buy. I'm still on that for the month of February. I think that, yeah, that is the only new thing that I was waiting to come in. The only other exception I'm going to make is for the Wicked Widow Beauty Psycho collection, because we don't know when the Chanel stick concealer is coming and the Givenchy bronzer with the 4 different tones in the pan, that's not coming until June. So we're good to go. Okay, hi, hello. If you are new here, welcome. I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and hopefully choose to stay for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all more than you know. Honestly and truthfully, I appreciate all of my subscribers. You are just so awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Alright my lovelies, I will only be able to create one eye look for today with this palette, and then I'll test out the lipstick on its own and then with a lip liner. I feel like I went with a pretty safe choice as far as the tone goes, but we shall see. Let me tell you what else I have on my face. I went into the Laura Mercier Skin Tint in the matte finish. I think 3N is the shade I got. It's a little bit dark, but I mixed in the Swatch Dewdrops foundation in shade number 6, Refi Beauty concealer in shade 08, contoured with the Anastasia contour stick. The second lightest shade, I cannot remember exact tone, the Charlotte Tilbury cream jumbo bronzer, and then I mixed Toasted Teddy Road Skin Pocket Blush with the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in Flame, powdered with the new Givenchy Prisme Libre powder 03 Rosé something for my under eyes, and then the Makeup Forever, the newest powder, loose powder they launched like a couple months ago for the rest of my face. And I think that's everything. Yeah, I haven't even primed. It's fine because we're gonna open this up real quick. So the number one thing that I absolutely love from the brand is that they make sure the packages arrive to you safely. So this has like its own box on its own, 24-month shelf life. It was made in China, and then it's protected by a little foam enclosure. And you take it out and it's completely unharmed, unshattered. It's just perfect. There it is, and I'll put a picture of the palette and the price. This is just the color story that called out to me. The unicorn matches the palette itself, and there it is. So murky browns, murky greens. Do not let that neon green scare you. That's going to be an absolute perfect inner corner shade. But I am so excited. This color story is just gorgeous, and these shimmers look fabulous. The other one was a little more mauve tone leaning. It was pretty. I love mauve tones. This one just called out to me a tiny bit more. Okay, now let me unbox the lipstick for you all. Does it have a shelf life? 24-month shelf life and made it in China. Here is the packaging. And then on the bottom it says the tone. It's a pretty big lipstick component, but I do enjoy it. It feels heavy duty. It doesn't feel light or cheap or anything. And then on the bottom it gives you the shade, and it is a magnetic closure, and there is the lipstick. So pretty. No scent. Okay, let me apply some eye primer real quick and we can get started with an eye look. Okay, wind is picking up outside, so if you hear some noise, that's probably what it is. Okay, I have like no idea where I'm going to start, but these tones look so yummy. All right, I'll use this Wayne Goss number 8 brush, and I think I'm gonna start with Silent Woods, which looks like a beautiful forest green tone. Rare Beauty eye primer, I don't think I told you. And I'm gonna tap first. Yeah, hopefully you can't hear that wind. This weekend is going, like, there's going to be some sort of cold weather coming through Utah and probably other parts of the US. Gosh, that is beautiful. I even think it's supposed to snow in some parts of Utah, which is crazy. Okay, that is gorgeous. I think I'm gonna jump into this one, Twisted Roots. This is Knit Brushes for Ulta, the number 105. And this is what I'm gonna use for the edges. And I'm tapping first before I blend. Oh, I should have brought you closer. Here. This is just such a pretty, like, mustardy brown is the best way I can describe it. It reminds me of dark khaki, you know, the fabric. All right, next glitter glue is on. There are so many pretty shimmers. Well, not so many, 4 of them, and I just don't know which one to choose. Let's maybe start with this one, Tangled Thorns. Oh, that's like beautiful metallic murky brown green amazingness. Wow, oh, it's so pretty. I covered you the entire time, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have to get really close, you know? Okay, now for the hard part, which one to use for the front portion. I'm looking at this one or this one. Well, because I feel like this one is probably going to lead more green, and I don't know if I want, like, I already have. You know what, let's do this one. It looks white, but it shifts to like a pretty, almost, gosh, it's like a holographic kind of shimmer, sheeny deliciousness. Yeah, see? Oh, so pretty. It's definitely more holographic than anything. There's no, I mean, there's sparkles, but it's not like bam in your face sparkle. You know, like holographic would be my best way of describing that. It is so pretty. Okay, I did put some white base from About Face. It's the, what is this called? It's just the liquid eyeshadow, White Noise, the white one. And we are gonna jump into that beautiful, like a neon green, Haunted Hollow. This is the B3 from Blend Bunny. No longer available, but if you just find a small little fluffy pencil brush, it should work. And I enjoy doing the white base because it just makes it look brighter, you know? You don't have to do this, but I do feel that it makes it stand out a tiny bit more against the white base. And I'm tapping first before I blend, but do you see that? Okay, I am back. Here is the full completed eye look, and I thought I would try something fun, and I did do a small white line underneath, like eyeliner, but opposite. So instead of doing it in the outer corner at the top, I did it following my lower lash line. But let me tell you what else I finished off the face with. Westman Atelier Duo. I used both the powder contour and the powder blush. I have the shade Petal and Biscuit. Did add a tiny bit of the Laura Mercier Glowy Bronzer. And then I also did add a tiny bit of the Say Glowy Blush in Chow. I enjoy glowy bronzers and blushes. Not everybody does, but I just felt like those were beautiful. I do have the Unearthly glowy bronzer. It runs a little bit more cool tone on my skin tone. So right now, because I am on the lighter side of light medium, it can look a tiny bit muddy. So I'm waiting until I get a tiny bit more color before I start using that again. It's a beautiful bronzer. It's not for everybody. I personally do enjoy it. Unearthly also did just launch some glowy blushes, but I am on a low buy or no buy, or else I would have picked up 1 or 2 shades. I went into the little sample of the Westman mascara and the MAC Stack Elevated Mascara. For eyebrows, I have on Charlotte Tilbury Brow Pencil and the Makeup by Mario Brow Gel. For highlighter, I went into a tiny bit of this one, the Frosted Foliage, and I felt like it needed a little some. So then I did go into the What's a Beauty Serengeti highlighter, and Safari Sunset is the one that I have, and my lips are bare. So now we're gonna jump into the metallic. So this is a shade extension to the original. I think it was like 4 or 5 tones that she came out with. The first tones that she came out with were pretty bold, pretty grungy. So the first round of these lipsticks were pretty bold and definitely not something that I would personally wear. Maybe on a special occasion, maybe for Halloween. It just didn't make any sense for me to purchase one because I knew it would sit there until I would use it for a personal occasion. So when she announced that more tones were coming, more shades, and then when I saw her video where she swatched every single one on her lips, I did see a couple of tones that I felt I could personally use. I did buy the one from Half Magic, and it's like a pinky. The reflex are like peachy pink, something I can definitely wear. I went ahead and picked up Cherub, which that's what it looks like. Once I'm done with the lips, I'll go ahead and swatch the palette since it's only 9 shades. Okay, so let me go ahead and swatch it on here. Yeah, so this kind of looks like the Half Magic one, and I have been enjoying the Half Magic one. The base might be a little bit more opaque to this one from Unearthly. Okay, so let me swatch it first just on its own. Oh, that's beautiful. Definitely more glowy, more sparkle to this one than the Half Magic. So if that's what you're looking for, I think. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm definitely not somebody that could have ever pictured myself wearing something like this, but this is actually stunning. Gosh, you can't even see the sparkle that I'm seeing. Very comfortable. You cannot feel at all the glitter sparkles, or gosh, I wish you could see what I'm seeing. Okay, so Unearthly Menacing Metals lipstick in Cherub. All right, so I pulled out Umber from Refi Beauty, and let's see. My kids are real loud. Spring break. Okay, so I definitely feel like I would have to blend it out. Okay. Okay, let me try this Vive. What tone is this? Aphrodite. Let's see. This one's more of a mauve-y kind of tone. It's a little bit cool tone, so I think it'll go. Okay, I'm okay with that. I think that looks beautiful. Oh, and it feels so soft when you blend it in. It feels like a balmy texture, but not sticky. Okie dokie. I cleaned the back of my hand. Now I can swatch these real quick. I enjoy Unearthly. To me, it's a brand that has improved so much in so many, gosh, this is why I don't do live swatches, because I always mess them up. I feel like they've improved from the first palette to the latest one that I purchased, which is this one. They have improved quite a bit. Hopefully I can make all the swatches fit. They have also expanded in what they have to offer. It's not just eyeshadow palettes, which is great. I might have to swatch. Okay, let me do this one here, this one here. My husband is cooking a roast and it smells delicious. I'm also hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet. Oh, this tone. Wow. That's like what my dreams are made of. And it's the one that I used. It's so pretty. Okay, so there are the swatches. Yeah, I didn't dig into the pans super hard, and the swatches are stunning. Let me clean my hand, because if not, I'm gonna get these shadows all over my clothes, and then we can just finalize my thoughts and end this video. All right, I am going to compare the Half Magic just in case, because I know with Unearthly, I feel like sometimes shipping can kind of veer you off from ordering from them, and it's just easier because Half Magic is available at Ulta, right? But I think the price point is pretty close, but I do feel like you get more product with the Unearthly. You get 4 grams. Let's see if I can read. And you get 3.70 grams with the Half Magic. Oh, maybe Unearthly is a little bit cheaper. But just the accessibility I know can sometimes. So this is the Half Magic, and I have the shade Celebrity, and it looks very similar to this one. Maybe not. I think the Unearthly is maybe a little more glittery, just a little bit more pizzazz than the Half Magic. And I'll swatch this one, which is Cherub under. So this is Celebrity, and this is Cherub from Unearthly. Yeah, I feel like the Unearthly packs more of a punch than the Half Magic. And like I said, I feel like maybe the base is a little bit more opaque with the Unearthly than the Half Magic. Okay, so final thoughts. I already feel like this video is super long and I don't even have like a ton of products, but I'm just enjoying playing with makeup. This Murky Meadows palette from Unearthly is absolutely stunning. I think the eye look I came up with is so pretty. And I mean, it's bold, but not too bold to where I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing it in public, you know, in the wild. Every single tone in this palette, I am just salivating because they are so perfect. It's 9 pounds. It's the perfect size. Like, this makes me happy, and it might already be a favorite for the brand. Let me know down below if Unearthly is a brand that you have tried out or if it's on your radar. I've been enjoying the brand very much. I don't order often from them, and if it were up to me, I would order everything that they launch. Indie brands, they've been giving us more than the mainstream brands have, and I'm here for it. And when I can purchase, I do. So I hope you enjoyed the eye look. I hope you enjoyed watching me swatch this Menacing Metal lipstick. I had so much fun just hanging out with you, creating this beautiful eye look. Anytime I get to sit down, film, and play with makeup, I'm in my happy place. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes, if you use my links to shop, it truly all does mean the world to me. Everything you do, the thumbs up, sharing, liking, commenting. We are just so close to 4,000 subscribers, and that's making my little heart happy. So thank you. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all on my next video.